Hello. Hello, I don't have no music playing today. Come on in, come on in. Hello. Hello, hello. Come on in, come on in. Happy Sunday. Hey, Sharice. Hey, Michaela. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank y'all. Y'all making me feel cute today. Y'all making me feel cute today. How is everyone? How are y'all guys? How are y'all doing? I missed you guys. I missed y'all like so much. So much. I missed y'all. Thank you, Sharice. I missed y'all. I'm back, baby. I'm back. I'm back. I had some shit going on. Y'all hear me? Listen. This Mercury retrograde has kicked my ass. This Mercury retrograde has kicked my ass. Anybody else? Honey, I cannot wait till the 22nd. I cannot wait until the 22nd for this to be over. So before I start, I'm going to light some... Yes, Michaela. I'm going to light some Palo Santo. For those who are just now tuning in or who've never watched me before, a lot of people use sage. And sage is good because sage clears all of the energy. Good energy, bad energy, whatever. So I just saged before I got on here. And now I'm getting ready to light Palo Santo. It smells so good. And so you use Palo Santo after you sage. And, you know, when you sage, you open up all the doors, you open up the windows and things like that. But then after you use the Palo Santo, after you use the sage and get all the energy out, then you light the Palo Santo. And this kind of just brings in good vibes. It smooths the vibe. It makes things better. So I'm going to light some Palo Santo so I can bring some good vibes in here. Bringing good vibes in for you. Bringing good vibes in for me. Bringing good vibes in for this live. And just so that you guys will be able to receive what I'm going to say today. I didn't really have an agenda for today. You know, normally when I do my Super Spirit Soul Sundays, which I didn't call it Super Spirit Soul Sunday today. But normally when I do my Super Spirit Soul Sundays, I kind of have a message and I bring a message. And today I just want Spirit to kind of guide me. I do have a few things that I want to talk about in terms of just updates and things that I'm doing, new things that I'm doing, things that you guys can get into. So I just want to bring that to you guys. But I just want to kind of let Spirit lead me today before I get into the card readings for what's being done for today. And so like I said, I just wanted to light this Palo Santo just to kind of smooth the vibe and bring in some good positive energy. I got my dragon's blood right here going. I got my frankincense over there going. I got my crystals and I got my candles lit. And so I'm just back in business and getting back into spirit. I had took a hiatus. Y'all know that I had did a live before. My brother had gotten to a really bad accident. He is recovering. So shout out to my brother, Chasten. For those who don't know, you can go on. I'm going to do redo my profile picture and redo my cover photo for his GoFundMe. So if you, for all of those who donated, thank you so much. You guys do not know how much that means to us because my brother he's a breadwinner. He's a breadwinner. So my brother was a breadwinner and he was the person we went to when we needed to borrow money. He was the person that we needed, you know, he was the person we went to when we had a crisis and things like that. And so now that he's down, you know, that person is gone and we have to, you know, come up with ways and means to go see him to the hospital. His baby mother is there every single day. My mother is there every single day. And, you know, you have to pay for parking and gas to get to Durham and get back. to him, you know, like I said, every day, making sure that his baby got Pampers, wipes, making sure that his oldest son is taken care of. And so your donations and things like that is what helps us and keeps us through, along with all of us working. But it really helps, because he still had bills, phone bill, truck bill, insurance bill, you know what I'm saying? And life don't stop because it stopped for us, you know what I'm saying? So I want to shout out everybody who donated, everybody who reached out support, not only your donations, but your prayers and your words of positivity. All of that positive energy is just going to Duke, and you can see it transpire and transform with my brother getting better. Yesterday he did get up and he walked 30 feet yesterday. So again, shout out to my brother, my baby making strides. He still has a long way to go, but the amount of hurdles and obstacles that he has overcome at this point, I'm just so proud of him, because like I said, we didn't think that he was going to open his eyes. We didn't think that we was going to see him or have any type of back and forth or anything with him until like July, August. So for him to make the strides that he's made, I am just so happy. And like I said, thank you guys for all of your donations, all your prayers, all of your positive energy that you've been sending to me and my family. Just shout out to y'all, because y'all are the best. And I love my tribe, my soul tribe. All right. So the next thing that I want to talk about is some things that I'm doing at this point. Y'all know that tarot is my first love. My name is Sherelle Tarot. But y'all know that tarot is my first love. That is something that I got into, you know, and loving tarot, loving the guidance that tarot gives me. But you know that I'm a big fan of science. Y'all know that I'm a big ass nerd. And so I'm always reading and researching. And when I got into tarot, I've always been into tarot, but when I started getting into my spirituality or whatever and looking for guidance, I found other ways of divination. I've used pendulums. I've used cowrie shells. And so one thing that I learned, and me and my sister have been heavy into, is cardology. Cardology predates tarot cards. Tarot cards actually mirror playing cards. If you think about it, playing cards have 4 suits. You know, it has the spades, it has the clubs, the hearts, and the diamonds. That's the same thing with tarot. You have the cups, the swords, the pentacles, and the wands. And so those are the 4 swords. And you know, that correlates to spring, summer, winter, fall. It also correlates to water, earth, fire, and air, the 4 elements. So, you know, like I said, everything is intertwined and everything is, you know, connected. You know, it's 52 weeks in a year. There's 52 cards in the deck. And so each card has a day. And the cardology readings, it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of math and stuff that goes into cardology. However, I was blessed to be able to use software so that way on a computer, so that way I don't have to sit here and do the shit by hand. Doing cardology by hand, that's why I never offered it, because it takes so much work to do, because you have to use your astrology, you have to use your signs, your date of birth. It's a lot that goes into it, and to do it by hand is just, it's too time consuming. My sister was doing it at one point in time, but that's why she charged so much for it. She charged like $150 for it, because it's so much work, and like I said, so much math that goes into cardology. But now, like I said, I've been blessed with the access to be able to access software, so that I am able to do it by just entering your information and printing you a full report. Man, the reports are out of this world, because like I said, it doesn't only do cardology, it also deals with astrology too. So it uses your sun sign, your moon sign. It uses those things, and to see what you know, on what day, which time period the planets fall, to what you should be doing. Like for me, from I think now from the 22nd to the 7th, I'm not supposed to be doing any traveling. So I won't be traveling no goddamn where. For an example, my sister pulled the cards for my brother on that day, and it told him the day that he got into an accident. And the card for that day told him not to go anywhere on that day, and to stay close to home and close to family. And so, and for her on that day, it told her that she would have something that would be transforming her life. And you know, my brother got into that accident and things like that, and it just kind of put things into perspective. And now my sister should be here pretty soon she's moving from Texas, and she's getting ready to create her empire here. And so she's on her way. And so it was something that was going to be devastating, but also change the trajectory of her life. And so, like I said, she's moving out of Killeen, and she should be here soon. So I can't wait for my sister to touch down for that power of 3. Me, her, and my other sister. And so I am offering cardology now. I am offering spreads just for a personal spread for the year. This is not something that's just a for-day thing. This is for the year. And I'm also offering love and compatibility reports. When I did my love and compatibility report for my fiance, first of all, my personal spread said that I was going to be getting prepared for marriage this year. I got my report on my birthday. I paid my sister the $150 so I could get my report for my birthday. And but she did it by hand at the time. She didn't do it with software. And so it was saying that I was supposed to be getting married, preparing for marriage. And, you know, we set our wedding date for next year. And so it said that I'm supposed to be preparing for marriage this year, and everything. And so it's just mind blowing. And with he and I, the card that he is, it says that we were in a karmic relationship, which I always say I knew him in a past life. I always say that. But it says that we were in a past life, and I am his Saturn. Now, for those who are in the coven and those people who watch me and follow me regularly, you know that the Saturn, that planet, is about discipline. So that's why I tell people on Saturdays, make sure that you, do your housework, do your laundry, anything that you need to be doing. You need to make sure that you're doing it, getting things in order, starting new regimens, doing your food plans, like your planning for the week and stuff like that on Saturday, because like I said, Saturn rules that day. And so Saturn is about discipline, and it's kind of like a checkpoint for you. And I am Joanne's Saturn. My fiance name is Joanne, and he's my Saturn. So I am that voice of reason. I am that discipline for him. I am that person that challenges him to be better, to do better, to change his life, to get into what it is that he needs to be doing. I am that for him. And so because of that, Saturn is like a father card, or a father planet. And so it's possible that I could have been his father in a past life. Shit is crazy. And he is my Venus. And so, like I said, if you've been following me, you know that Venus is a planet of love and beauty. And that's why Venus rules Friday. If you hear it in another language, it's like Spanish, Friday is Viernes. And that is for Venus. And so Venus is about love. And y'all know that, like, goddess of Venus, Aphrodite or whatever. It's about love and beauty and stuff like that. And he is that for me. And anybody that I talk to, I always say that Joanne came in and showed me what love was. It's just to read it. And it's not a short report. This is maybe 2-3 page report, because it does all of your aspects as far as astrology and cardology. So you guys get into that. How long does it take to get the cardology back? It's not long at all. It's maybe 20 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes. All right, well, let me know. But it's amazing. And like I said, so for today, because I'm chilling, I got my niece here with me today. And so I am going to, I'm doing them today for $25 only. After tomorrow, you're going to have to book on the site to get it, and they're going to be $50. It's valuable information, man. Like I said, it's one of the things that once you get it, like I said, if you do get one today, I got a few people that do have them. Okay, babe. All right, Miss Erica. I have a few people that have already gotten them today. It is so. Thank you, Sharice, for telling me, because I know Sharice just had a birthday, so I did the birth spread for her, and so I just wanted some reviews. I wanted some people to let me know like how you feel, because like I said, after I did mine, I was boohooing and crying. So, but yeah, it's a very detailed report. So for those who have already purchased one, I'll be getting it to you today after this live. Okay, well, just go ahead today. Like I said, I'm doing them for $25, and then after tomorrow, the personal yearly spread is $30, And the compatibility reading, because it's 2 people that I have to do the report for, it'll be $50 tomorrow. And like I said, you'll have to book it on the site. So yeah, just let me know whichever one you like. And like I said, I'll message you, because I have to have the names. Like if it's just for you, I just need your birth date. But if it's for somebody else, I'm going to need that person's name, and I'm going to need that person's birth date if you're doing the compatibility reading. And so that's that. All right, Michaela, I got you, baby. Yes, it's the science for me too, Sharice. It's the science for me. Like I said, I love spirit, don't get me wrong, and sometimes spirit does things that you can't explain. However, when it's science and it's able to be backed up and it's able to be confirmed, that's it for me. And like I said, y'all know I'm a nerd, so I'm always somewhere reading and doing stuff. So that's that. So if you guys want one, let me know, and then I'll probably do a flyer for it sometime, so that way in the future, if you like one, or if you end up meeting a new boo or whatever, and you want to see how your compatibility goes, just let me know. So moving along, I'm opening up membership for the coven. So if you would like to join the coven, you have until the 22nd to join the coven. After the 22nd, I am closing membership. There will be no more members in the coven. The membership to join the coven is only $5. That's it. For you to join the coven, and you might want to hurry up and get in there, because we're getting ready to do yoga and meditation with Shima Earls. So I know I posted it. If you guys haven't paid any attention to it, I am so excited, because I'm ready to get back into weight loss, getting back into nutrition and things like that. And so I'm really excited about this. So we're going to be doing yoga, and meditation. So it's going to be an hour session, and we're doing it with the coven members. All of us are getting together, and like I said, it's been a long time since I've been able to do things with friends. I know, Sharice. It's been a long time since I've been able to do things with friends and have a like looking forward to something, and being able to get up and say, me and my homegirls are getting ready to do something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited about it. And like I said, the membership is open until the 22nd. It's only $5 to join, and join the coven. And we're doing this. We're going to be doing community projects and things like that. And getting into our spirituality. All right, Miss Erica, I got you. Getting into our spirituality and things like that. And so I'm just so excited. So like I said, if you guys want to join the coven, you have until the 22nd to join. After the 22nd, I am closing membership. There will be nobody else in the coven. I'm not allowing anybody else in the coven. So you might as well hurry up and come on and get into it if it's something that you want to do. And I have a lot of members in there now. And so we'll be electing officers and things like that, so that we can move forward into our projects, and just moving forward, and getting into ourselves, and becoming and being our best and higher selves. So that's what we're getting into at this point. All right. So the next thing I want to move into, so I gotta give y'all a message. So there's 2 things. So I'm going to start with the first. So the first message that I want to get in with you guys is, there's a guy, he's a rapper, and his name is Pooh Shiesty, right? And so there's a part of me that's a little bit ratchet down in the inside, and I really am a hustler, and I really want to be out here creating a cartel. And that's just a part of me. Like, I want to be a Teresa Mendoza. I want to be a queen of the South. And fuck Teresa. I don't want to be Teresa. I want to be the other one, the one with the bob. I can't think of her. Camilla Vargas. I like women. I like power. I like that kind of thing. And so I do, from time to time, like that trap music. I do like Future. I do like stuff like that. So there's a guy named Pooh Shiesty, and he has this song, and it's called Back in Blood. And I don't know if anybody's heard it, but it's like doom doom doom, and it make you want to I don't know. It just make you want to be a thug. Like, I don't know. It makes you want to join a gang or something. I don't know. But anyway, I like Pooh Shiesty, right? And so, like I said, there's a little ratchet hood rat deep down inside of me. And I love him, right? Right? So, I love Pooh Shiesty or whatever. Well, what happened was he ended up going to a club. They was in the club, and somebody snatched his chain in the club. And when they snatched his chain in the club, he's not playing with you guys. They snatched his chain, and he shot the goddamn club up. Allegedly. He shot the club up. And so people were upset because they're like, and I think he's locked up. And so people were like, oh, that's crazy, da-da-da-da-da. Somebody took his chain, and he shot the club up. And this innocent people, we was just there to have a good time, and you started shooting the club up. That's crazy, da-da-da-da-da. You got to think about it. You got to think. That's your baby song? You got to think about it, though. And that's why I say all the time, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay? What that saying means is that if it's good for somebody, it's also got to be good for you. Have you ever heard that saying, when you dig a grave for somebody else, make sure you dig a grave for you too? Because here's the thing, and I talk about this all the time, and I feel like I got to say it again. What you deem acceptable in your paradigm is what will be acceptable across the board. That man said he needs Social Security. He got his own fire in the club. Exactly. And he meant that shit. And we was jamming to it. And we was listening to it. And we be bopping to it. And then when that man shot the club up, niggas is like, oh, now how dare he do that? How could he do something like that? What you mean, how could he do something like that? You said it was okay. When you purchase the music, when you listen to the music, when you make him top 10, you know what I'm saying? By listening to his music and listening to what he's saying and agreeing with what he's saying, you are agreeing to it. He don't need no security. He got his own fire. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be careful of what you deem acceptable, of what you say is okay. Now for me, it's okay. But most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna be in no club no way. But I'm just saying, I am the type of person that what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If I say it's okay for you, then damn it, it's okay for me. If I say that I accept things, then I understand the consequences. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't understand what the consequences mean when you deem something acceptable. So for an example, I don't go through my fiance's phone because I don't want him going through my shit. Not that I have anything in my phone to hide. Everybody knows I'm engaged. I'm supposed to be getting married next year. Everybody knows this about me. They know I love my man. You know what I'm saying? But there's just a level of privacy that we're supposed to have as individual people. You know what I'm saying? I like my privacy. I don't want him going through my journal because I be talking stone cold shit about him sometimes in my journal. He don't need to see that. I don't want him going through my mail. I don't want him doing that. And so I always ask for consent. And anything that I do, don't get me wrong, I might pick up his phone. I'll pick it up. You know what I'm saying? It'll ring right beside me. I know the passcode. If I want to go through it, I can. But I don't because I don't want him going through my shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want him looking through my stuff. There's a level of privacy that we need to have as individuals. I don't go through my kids' shit because I don't want my kids in here going through my shit. You know what I'm saying? I do have access to my children's, social media and things like that. But I give my children a level of privacy. Before I go into their bedrooms, I knock on their doors. Not because, I would never do that. I'm a black mama. I'm going to walk up in here because I pay all the bills in here. I know I pay all the bills in here. I know me and Joanne holding down here. I don't need to tell my children that. They know that shit too. But I give them a level of privacy because that's what I want. Before you walk up in my bedroom, you're going to knock on my door too. Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't want to walk in on I got a 16-year-old son. Ain't no telling what are you doing back there in their room. I ain't walking in on that. Knock. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. Do unto others. That's the whole thing. And I shared a post the other day about a lady who was upset with her son because she threw the shit in the trash can. She was asking him to pick the shit up in the trash can and stuff, and pick his clothes up, and pick his art supplies up, and he didn't do it fast enough. He didn't do it as fast as she wanted him to, so she got mad because he didn't do it. Like, oh, okay, you don't want to listen? And she took and threw all his shit in the trash. And she came back and said, you know what? I'm digging his shit up out the trash because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. I wouldn't want anybody to get mad at me because I'm not doing something as fast as they are requesting. And so because I'm not doing things as fast as they're requesting, I'm going to go in here and just take and destroy somebody else's personal property. Because I wouldn't want nobody to do that shit to me. And how does that make a child feel? Not only a child, but adults too. How does that make you feel? You get what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, because he is, even though he's a child, he's a human. So if he asks you for something, what you've taught him is that if somebody doesn't do something fast enough, that you can get mad and throw their things in the trash can. That's not how life works. And it doesn't work that way only because somebody is a fucking kid. That's not it. It's human. You get what I'm saying? And so that's why when I tell people, you know, when people get shot by the cops, you know what I'm saying? Black folks be like, oh, I can't believe it. Oh, they shot them down in the streets, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. You know, and then if a white person gets killed, then everybody's like, oh, good, or that's what they get, and this and the third. It don't work that way. It's not acceptable. You should not take anybody's life, period. No matter what their color is. It's wrong when they do it to us, and it's wrong when it's done to them. What's wrong is wrong. You get what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying. You have to make sure that you are understanding what you're saying is acceptable, because that shit is acceptable in your paradigm as well. And you have to understand that what you deem acceptable is also what you deem, what your consequences will be for what is acceptable. You understand? You have to make sure that you're understanding. You have to understand that if, yeah, you might be big and bad and you might cuss somebody out, because that's who I am. I'll go in and I'll cuss somebody out. I don't care. But I also understand that there's somebody out there that feels the same way that I feel. And they have the right to come in and curse me out as well. Because why? I deem it acceptable. So I have to be able to accept that consequence, regardless. Don't invade anybody's privacy if you don't want them to invade yours. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I have to always make sure that I check myself. And anytime that somebody does something that I feel is like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? I have to make sure, Sherelle, did you deem that acceptable? Was it okay when the other person did what they did? Was that okay for you? You get what I'm saying? And then you also have to have that level of understanding. So this way you can understand when it's done to you. You can say, oh no, you won't do that to me. That's not acceptable. You'll be able to draw that line and to have that boundary there. To be able to tell somebody, I don't do that here. We don't, look, like that man, we don't do that here. You get what I'm saying? You'll be able to have that in your mind. And so just be careful. Like I said, no matter what you do, be careful about what you deem acceptable. All right? Make sure what you deem is acceptable, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And you can't be mad at somebody for doing things to you that you've done to them. You got to accept it, because you said it was acceptable. You said it was acceptable. Exactly, Terry. Boundaries. Boundaries. Okay? So just make sure that, you know, like I said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And you make sure that you hold that in your heart, because I'll tell Joanne that all day long. What's good for the goose, don't do to me what you don't want me to do to you. Okay? Don't do to me what you don't want me to do to you. If I did that to you, how would that make you feel? Because if you wouldn't go for that shit, don't think that I'm gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? Tell my kids that shit. Don't talk to me like that. I don't talk to you like that. I tell my daughter, she'll raise her voice quick. She's a Sagittarius, she got that fire in her. And she'll raise her voice quick. Who are you talking to? I don't talk to you like that. I do not talk to you like that. And I tell my daughter, you don't let nobody talk to you crazy. I don't talk to you crazy. Joanne don't talk to you crazy. Your father don't talk to you crazy. Your grandmother don't talk to you. Don't you allow nobody to talk to you crazy. Because we don't do that here. But you can't do it either. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here talking crazy to people either. But like I said, I'll tell them quick. Oh, who are you talking to? Are you yelling? Are you raising your voice? Because I feel like I'm sensing some bass in your voice. And I don't do that to you. It'll check her real quick. You know what I'm saying? It'll check them real quick. You know what I'm saying? Well, I asked them to do something. And I said, can you go in there and go ahead and wash the dishes? You know what I'm saying? And they taking all day to wash the dishes. Because when you asked me for that iPhone 7, I came through. When you told me to call the school because the lady was doing da-da-da-da-da, I came through. Let's be reciprocal in our energy here. Because when you ask me to do something, I'm on it. So I need you to give me the same respect. And so that's the whole thing. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Always remember that. Always. So that was the first message that I wanted to bring to y'all. The second message I wanted to bring to y'all is, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm in these groups, right? I'm in these groups on Facebook, and I tell y'all all the time. Every time I get on here, them people in them groups be pissing me the fuck off. They piss me off, right? So I'm in this group, and this lady was talking to me. Well, she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to the group, and she was saying how she works from home. And she has a baby. She has 2 kids. And she works from home. And she said that her husband also works, but he works outside of the home. And he works outside of the home, like doing strenuous work for 12 hours, right? And when he came home from work, he was asking her, had the baby eaten? And she said, no, she had lunch and she had a snack. But I'm getting ready to fix dinner. She hasn't eaten dinner yet. So he gets mad and starts slamming the cabinets or whatever. He got an attitude. Because now he got to fix his baby something to eat. And so, not only that, but he's calling her names, cussing her out, asking her what the hell does she do all day, and blah, 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 and so, and being mad and upset with her. And she's like, and I just don't feel like I deserve that, and, what do you guys think, and blah, blah, blah. And so people is going off in the comments. Girl, forget him. Da-da-da-da-da. So, da-da-da-da. And in my mind, I'm not going to comment. But in my mind, I was thinking, if I was her, I would just quit my damn job. What do I do all day? I'm going to show you. I don't work no more. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I don't work no more. And so this is just a common theme that I consistently see. And I really don't see it with men. And I'm not saying that men don't experience abuse, and I'm not saying that men aren't hurting or men aren't in relationships where they're bullied or whatever, but I just don't see it. But I am seeing and it's starting to bother me. I am consistently seeing women putting up with men's bullshit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. And I am tired of people not knowing their worth. It's starting to, like I said, make me angry. Like, this is a problem. Like, I feel like this is facts. Blocked. But I just feel like you late to the part what's going on. I'm talking about how I'm seeing on a consistent basis that men aren't treating women like they should. And like I said, I'm not saying that men don't go through this. I'm not saying that this doesn't happen to them. But what I am saying is that this is starting to be, in my opinion, it's like an epidemic, like a crisis. That there's so many women out here accepting it. So, again, this is about acceptance. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Exactly. It's the norm. It's trending. Like, this is the okay. Women, stop accepting it. We are teaching men how to treat us, right? And so for an example, I have had some messed up men in my life. Don't get me wrong. I have. However, I have never had a man. That's a lie. I did. I had a man and I left his ass. It was my oldest son's father. He was abusive and disrespectful. And after I left that relationship, I said I would never be in a relationship where somebody could talk to me and treat me that kind of way. I'd never do it again. Ever. Do you hear me? Ever. And so because I have that boundary, I have it here. I make it known. The rest of the men, after I created that boundary, never did me that way. Don't get me wrong. They still some trash ass niggas, right? But they never talked to me that way. You can't call me a bitch. If you call me a bitch, I'm done. It's not oh, I made a mistake. You can't make that mistake with me. You can't yell in my face. You can't make that mistake with me. You can't treat me any kind of way. It won't happen. That is not just somebody talking to you because they don't know how to talk to you. That is abuse. It's abuse. And going back to what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If your children see that man talking to you like that, guess who else gonna talk to you like that? Your children. If your children see this man treating you any kind of way, guess who's gonna treat you like that? Your children. They see and mimic. And not only do they see and mimic, they'll feel like it's okay. This is okay. You get what I'm saying? Shit, my mama went through it. And people don't realize and recognize, but abuse starts to become normal. And not only does abuse come normal, you feel like that if somebody else doesn't take the abuse, then they're wrong. I hear men all the time say, well, shit, my mama struggled. My mama had to do it. Da-da-da. So what the fuck? You think I'm finna sit in here and struggle like your bald-headed mama? No. Take that shit back to your mama house then. You're not going to do me like that. I want everybody who is paying attention to this live. I want everybody who shares this live that you're sharing it with the intention, because do everything intentionally. I want you to share this with the intention that you're going to send it to somebody else who's going to understand and recognize and take away from this. I don't have to take it. Exactly. I'm not her. Send this live with the intention. Look at this live with the intention. Have the intention once you get off this live that you will not put yourself in a position where somebody can treat you any kind of way. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes people don't know, right? Some people have never had love, right? Some people have never had love. Some people have, for an example, my fiance was in prison for a long time, so he doesn't touch. He doesn't touch. People on the outside, he ain't gonna touch you. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. If you're a bad bitch, he might smack your ass. But just in general, just in touch, like he's just not a touchy-feely person, even with the children. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. And I have had to bring that to his paradigm. Hey, I don't ever see you touch. We had to work through that. I don't touch. There's no reason for me to touch. I was in prison for X amount of years, and you don't touch in prison. You get what I'm saying? So you don't touch. Yeah, but it's okay. You're not in prison no more. You with your family. You with your fiance and your children. You can touch us. We can hug you. You know what I'm saying? He even tenses sometimes if you hug him. Which is weird because he's a Cancer. So he's nothing but a nurturer. It's coming out of him now. You know what I'm saying? But when I first met him, it didn't. And so that's what I'm saying. Those things like that, you know what I'm saying? You have to teach people that, right? You know, somebody who didn't have it, or, you know, somebody who grew up, you know, say if they grew up in foster care, things like that, or, you know, they had a hard life, or even women who have possibly been abused before, they're not so open, you know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of hey, I'm not these people. I'm not, I'm not who they, who used to do you like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's balance, right? But outright blatant disrespect, no, you don't have to take it. And I want you to understand that if you walk away from somebody who's blatantly disrespecting you, who does not care about your feelings, who consistently calls you out of your name, who makes you feel little, who makes you feel low, what the hell are you losing when you stop talking to them and get them out of your paradigm? What are you losing? You're losing an abuser. And so many times, and I know this because I have researched, because I am a domestic abuse survivor. So I've researched and I know what you do, what you're looking for. The reason why a lot of the times women don't leave, in a really abusive relationship, I'm talking about like physically. A lot of the times why women don't leave is number one is they're scared that they might die, that the man might kill them. But not that. But when you're dealing with abuse, not like mental abuse, emotional abuse, even children, when their parents are abusing them, or uncles or whatever, where they're abusing them, what your brain internalizes is you're seeking validation from the person who's abusing you. You're wanting the person who's abusing you to change and realize and recognize your worth and say, I can't believe this. You know what? You are worth more. And you are so much better than that. I'm not going to hit you anymore. I'm not going to call you names anymore. I have realized and recognized your worth. And so the abuse stops today. You no longer have to worry about that. It'll never happen. Your abuser is not the person that needs to validate your pain. They can't. They don't care about your pain. That's why they do it. This just happened to me today with my kid's dad. As soon as he started up, I cut his ass off. He'll never abuse me again. Cut that nigga the fuck off. He don't have to abuse you to see his kids. Come pick him up. And don't say nothing to me. I tell my baby father, my kid's daddy, he be trying that shit with me. You know what I'm saying? It seems like every full moon he try to start up. I don't have to take that from you. I don't have to take that from you. You crazy? I got my own man in here. You think I'm finna listen to some abuse from you? Boy, if you don't get these kids to get the hell out of my damn face, I don't care about that you talk about. You can't do that to me. I will block him. I will block him. I will block him on everything. Facebook, the phone, the damn Instagram. You cannot talk to me until you know how to talk to me. You can't talk. You don't get access to me until you understand and learn how to talk to me. I tell my children, you don't get access to me until you know how to talk to me. I'll tell my significant other, my fiance, you don't get to talk to me until you got some sense. When you feel like that you can talk to me like you got a level head, you're not finna sit here and scream in my face. I don't give a fuck how mad you is. I ain't no damn dog. When you calm down and you feel like you can talk to me, and then he'll come back and he'll be like, all right, look, I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't appreciate it when you did that. Oh, okay. We can have a conversation now. But all that screaming in my face, jumping up and down and shit like that, you're not doing that to me. Nope. You can't talk to me. Access denied. And I'll deny anybody access. You don't automatically get access to me. You're not entitled to nothing I got going on. You don't have no. That's it. No. And like I said, when I block him and that's what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then when he apologizes, I say, okay. Hey, Kira. I miss you, Zai. I'm so proud of you. But when I after that, you don't get access to me. And then he'll call me and he'll be like, look, I was mad about such and such. Okay, I understand you, man. I feel that. I get that. All right, you can talk now? All right. And then I unblock him. And everybody think it's crazy because me and my baby father have this relationship where we don't hate each other. You know what I'm saying? And we cool people. You know what I'm saying? We cool people, but there are times when he get beside himself, and I have to let him know. Nope. Nope. You don't get that kind of access to me. You don't get that kind of access to me. I don't have to talk to you. These kids big enough. And if they was 3 months and 4 months and couldn't talk, then damn it, you just wouldn't be able to talk to them. You just have to come pick them up, and the baby will be outside on the porch in the car seat when you're ready. You don't get to do that to me. Nobody. And like I said in my post the other day, men will go out here and the boss talk to him crazy. The supervisor talk to him crazy. Call him names. Tell him he ain't doing this, that, and the third. Take his money. His homeboys will talk to him crazy. His homeboys will be in your inbox, disrespecting him. He ain't gonna say nothing to him. They call him names, talk about him, clown him out in public. He don't say nothing. His mama will call his phone, make him feel less than a man, asking him for money and everything else. He can't tell her no. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. He won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? He go to the job interview. Well, well, I ain't saying nothing. I was scared to say something. I know you ain't scared to talk to the people at the job. I know you ain't scared. Get in court, head hung down low just like this. Won't even look the judge in his eye. P.O. come to the house. He clean up, sit up nice. Ain't got a bad thing to say to the P.O. But then come in there and talk to you like a dog. You better get out of my face. You better get out of my face. You don't talk to nobody else like that. You think you finna come in here and throw that on me? And I'm supposed to take it? Absolutely not. Cut them off. And don't give them no access to you. Until they know how to treat you, until they know how to do what they supposed to do by you, cut them off. Because you're not missing nothing. What are you missing? And it's men out here that will take care of your feelings. When I'm in here stressed out, my fiance will come in here and tell me, I'll be stressed out. I've been at work. The twins done took all the paper towels and then poured all them paper towels out on the floor. You hear me? The big kids is in the back fighting because somebody need a charger and somebody stole somebody's block. I got food on the stove, and y'all know I hate to cook. I got food on the stove in here, and I really don't feel like cooking, but somebody got to damn it eat. Somebody got to cook, because somebody got to eat. And Dwayne been out all day cutting grass. He got grass inside his shoes, inside his glasses. He got grass inside his clothes. He is covered in dirt. That man will come here, take his shoes off at the door, take his socks off, leave that grass to the door, get the broom, sweep it up, put the kids in here in the playpen, tell me to go in here and go in the room and go sit down because you look like you stressed out. Do you hear me? Do you understand what I'm telling you? I was in an abusive relationship with a man that used to, it won't no such thing as we arguing back and forth. No, we used to be in this mud like this, throwing blows, me and this man. Do you hear me? And now here I am at 35, and there's a man in here telling me that he will pick up my slack. And I ain't did shit all day. I've been in here on Facebook talking to y'all all day. And when he get all the houses and showers, and don't get me wrong, that ain't all I was doing. But I'm just saying, I wasn't out in the heat cutting grass and all that, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? He ain't coming in here like, God damn it, bitch, what you been doing all fucking day? You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of this shit. I'm gonna pack my shit and go. You know what I'm saying? He come in here and he pick up the slack. That's the type of man that you need. And they out there. They're out there. But you ain't gonna never find them as long as you continuing to keep that paradigm saying that it's acceptable for somebody to treat you and talk to you any kind of way. You'll never find them. You'll never find them. And you know why you won't find them? You won't find him because you're not working on yourself enough to say, I deserve a man who will pick up my slack. I deserve somebody who's going to talk to me with some respect. I deserve a man that's going to come in here and treat me the way that I'm supposed to be treated. If you don't say that to yourself, if you don't believe that in yourself, what you're going to do is continue to keep getting that same energy. You're going to keep getting that same energy. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. I just watched my 78-year-old great aunt get married. Yes. Because it's love out here. You know what I'm saying? You let people talk to you and you let people tell you, oh, you're this old. You got this many kids. You got, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no high school diploma. Oh, you live with your mama. Oh, you do this, you do that. And so people try to tell you that you can't have. That's a lie. I'm here to tell you that's a lie. When I met my fiance, I was 30 years old. I had 3 children. They weren't no babies neither. So it wasn't like he could just come in and start raising them like they was kids. And not only that, but their daddy was involved. Their daddy was involved. So he had to also be able to co-parent with another male. And he loves me. He ain't perfect. He's not perfect. But he ain't in here treating me crazy. He ain't in here treating me fucked up. I could depend on him. I could depend on him. I know that when I need something, I know he's coming. I don't have to deal with mediocrity anymore. What Roddy Rich say? You ain't got to deal with these niggas no more. I don't. But it started with me saying that, you know what? When I get with a man, and let me tell you something. If I'm talking to a man, and we kiki and a ha-ha, and he tell me, oh, I smack the shit out of you. Nope. Nope. He'll do it. He'll smack the shit out of you. He's not playing. Nope. All right, I'll call you back. I won't answer his phone. Not another time. Don't text me, nigga. Don't text me. Because you don't. Who says that? Who tells you that he'll smack the shit out of you? Who does that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he crazy. He telling you right then and there he's crazy. You don't have to accept it. That was the message for today. That was the message for today. And as long as us women are saying that this is okay, as long as the baseline, because like I'm telling you, the bar is in hell. These men don't have to do nothing. They ain't got to work. They ain't got to drive. They ain't got to have no license. They don't have to have nothing. They ain't got to take care of their kids. They ain't got to do nothing. And not only that, these women, this is the type of man he is. And it's women that will try to sleep with him knowing that he with you. They will fight you over this trash ass nigga. You can't even have the broke nigga to yourself. And he got the audacity. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve it. If ain't nobody else told you, never in your life, I'm here to tell you today that you don't deserve it. And that there is somebody out here that's going to be able to treat you the way that you need to be treated. He's not going to be perfect, but he ain't going to be calling you names and slandering your ass out there in the streets neither. He's not going to do it. And you know why he's not going to do it? Because you won't allow it. You're not going to allow it. That's why. That's why. And like I said, I just been seeing it. It was just too much. It was too much. It's just on my timeline. Just every time I turn around, just somebody is up here talking about how these men are doing it. And if women are setting the bar, if all of us collectively would say, hey, we don't do that like white women do. They don't put up with that. What? They don't put up with that. You ain't got no job. What? My mama said I can't talk to you. What? They don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, we got a lot of generational stuff. I know that we have a lot of stuff, a lot of baggage from our parents and from their parents and from the people that we've seen and the people that, that we're around. But that's the point about life, is growing and getting to your higher self. And your higher self is telling you that it doesn't matter. That's like I put a post up the other day and said, what the fuck do you think? Not your homegirls, not your homeboys, not your mama, not your grandmama, not your sisters and your brothers, not the people on Facebook that's making memes and shit like that. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about, what do you think? Because that's where it starts. Because if you think that this is okay, then that's why it's okay. What do you think? You don't need nobody to tell you. I know that when I can be in the grocery store. You ain't gonna talk to me like, me and my sister was in the grocery store. Tell y'all a quick story. Me and my sister was in the grocery store. And this lady comes up behind me. And I had a food stamp card. And I was using food stamps. I was in Rocky Mount. And me and my sister went to go get some, I don't know, some bread or something, right? So the lady, I swiped my card, right? And so the lady, first of all, she's this close to me. And I hate that. Back the fuck up off me. Y'all know I don't like nobody to touch me. Don't be up on me. Back up, right? So I looked at her at first in her eye like, because I need you to see that I'm not playing with you and you need to back up, right? So I don't say nothing. So then she leans over and she says, I'll give you X amount of dollars for these food stamps or something she said. And I was like, no, it's okay, I'm good, right? So I'm still doing my transaction. And so she says, that's crazy. I mean, I could give you the money for it if you just pay me. Hey, I don't need your money. I don't need it. Bitch, this is PEBT, bitch. This is given to me extra. I don't need it. I have money. I want to use my food stamp card. And I'm not giving you any. And so she says, okay. And so I'm still doing my transaction or whatever. And then she's like, I think that's crazy as hell. I would love for somebody to give me some money for some food stamps. And I let her talk, like, okay, whatever. And then something did. I was like, no. I was like, that's a federal offense. You'll go to jail for selling your food stamps. And she said, what? And she turned around to somebody and she said, that she is crazy as hell. Crazy is a trigger word for me. Don't call me fucking crazy. People have been calling me crazy all my life. Don't call me crazy. That was a trigger for me. And when she said, you crazy as hell, I turned around and said, bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to? I'm going to show you fucking crazy because I'm getting ready to smack the fuck out of you in the store. And so the lady was shocked kind of because at first I was like, oh, no. And people are always shocked because I'm always nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always nice. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So when I told her, I'll smack the fuck out of you in here. You got me messed up. She was like, oh, yeah, you. About to die in here. You don't even know it. Girl, you better back up off me. And then I go to my sister to tell my sister, hold my shit. And my sister puts my shit down because she get ready to fight the lady too. Girl, somebody in here got to be grown. Somebody got to be grown. We both go, who the hell gonna come get us out of jail? We both in there. So at that moment, I said, okay, let me calm down. Let me get my shit together and leave out this store. But I'm going to check you in the store too. I'm going to check you no matter where you at. And that's the thing. I set my boundaries. I set my boundaries across the board. You cannot talk to me any kind of way. You can't do me any kind of way. And that is the boundary I set for myself. And people don't come. You know people always, I'm always in some drama. Every time I turn around, I'm going through this. I'm going through that. I don't go through the shit like that. I don't. People don't come to me with that bullshit. Because they know I'm not with it. That's the boundary that I set. Before you get in my inbox, knotless hoe. Before you get in my inbox, y'all seen that? Where the girl was talking to her and she was asking her about her braids. And she was like, can you do my braids? Or something like that. And the girl was like, no, I can't. I don't. The girl said, she said, how much are they? The girl said 80. The girl was like, I got $30. And the lady was like, oh, well, I don't do knotless anyway. I'm going to refer you to somebody else. And she was like, what? She was like, I want knotless. And the girl was like, I'm sorry. I'm referring you to somebody else. And the girl was like, what? And she was like, what is wrong with you? And the girl was like, what, you mad hoe? Knotless. That shit tickled me. Anyway, it was a meme that's going around Facebook. But anyway. But yeah, people don't come to my inbox with that bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? People don't come to me with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the level of, that's just the baseline. You know what I'm saying? The baseline is respect. That's the baseline. The baseline is treating me good. That's the baseline. That's the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Being able to take me on a date, that's the bare minimum. Ain't no such thing as you can't take me on a date. The bare minimum, take me on a date. That's the line. Ain't no Netflix and chill, nigga. I'm 30. I'm not Netflix and chilling nowhere. I got Netflix in my house, nigga. I want to go somewhere. That's the baseline. When you set the baseline, people, you ain't got nowhere to go but up. But if your baseline is use a bitch, use a hoe, fuck you, I ain't taking care of them kids, I ain't babysitting. Women will have a man in their house, get up, put their clothes on. That man will get in the car and drop her off at work and drop the kids off at daycare. or drop them off at her mama house. Because he ain't going to watch them. The baseline is in hell. The bar is in hell. Like, I need y'all to come up. I need y'all to come up. I need y'all to come up. I need y'all to rise up. You have to understand who you are. You have a womb. You got a womb. You are a God. You are able to bring souls in this world from between the portal between your legs. And you're going to let some dusty ass, ashy ass nigga tell you, you's a bitch. You fat. You ugly. You poor. You broke. You ugly. Like the man don't color purple. You're going to let some man tell you that. You're going to let some man affect your self-esteem. It's called self-esteem. You don't need to come from nobody. It ain't got to come from no man. It's supposed to come from you. It's supposed to come from you. It's self. It's self. You gonna let somebody tell you? You gonna let some man tell you who you are? You gonna let some man define you and tell you who you are? No, ladies, we're not doing this. We're not doing it. If you watch this live, I better not catch you. I'm gonna come and beat your boyfriend up. I better not catch her doing it. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna beat him up. Because there ain't no reason why. I done told you. Like I said, if you ain't never heard it from nobody else, you heard it from me today. Let this live be the intention. Let this live set the intention for you, for your soul. Let this set the intention for your soul. Like I said, just like I put on my thing, everybody got problems. Everybody relationship go through shit. Everybody. I'll tell Dwayne in a heartbeat. Don't say nothing else to me for the rest of the day. Don't say nothing to me. He be like, what? Don't say nothing to me. He'll tell me, hey, I'm not in the mood for your shit today. He'll tell me when he come in the house. Look, I ain't in the mood for your shit today. You and them kids go to fucking elsewhere. You get what I'm saying? Everybody have problems. Everybody have disagreements and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the day that Dwayne come in here and tell me, bitch, get you and the motherfucking kids the fuck out my face. Oh, we gone. We gone. let him come in and tell me that. We gone. Can't come in and talk to me in the kind of way. You can't do that. You can't do that. And like I said, that's what I tell my daughter. I tell my daughter that. Don't let no man talk to you crazy. Your own daddy don't talk to you crazy. Your daddy, I won't let him do it. I remember one day her daddy tried to whoop her, I lost it. You whoop who? Not my daughter, you ain't. That's my baby. You ain't finna put your hands on her. And ain't no other man finna put his hands on her neither. And ain't no man finna tell her she worthless. She this, she that. He ain't finna tell her. He ain't gonna be able to tell her. Because her brain is too full with me telling her how beautiful she is. And how worthy she is. And what an amazing woman she is. That she's a goddess out here in these streets. Her head is so full up, so pumped up. These men ain't gonna be able to hold her. Because that's what I'm not gonna happen. That's not happening to my daughter. It's not happening. It's not happening. Like I said, I see it so much. I see it so often. And for those of you out there who have daughters, you make sure that you let them know so they don't be in no messed up situation with no messed up man bringing her down. Do you know how powerful you are in your feminine energy? Do you know how powerful you are? You can make or break a man. You'll see men out here, you know, just like I told Dwayne, don't walk out here with no holes in your drawers. Because that reflects on me. Throw them in the trash. I'll get you some new ones. That reflects on me. But you're a reflection. A woman, you could tell the type of woman a man got by how the man is. You could tell what kind of woman he got. That's how much power you got. And you out here letting a man tell you you ain't cute. You out here letting a man call you a bitch. His mama a bitch. Anyway, let me get to these cards. So, I did the cards for today. And so, if you picked a card, like I said, these cards will resonate with you. If they don't resonate with you, then the message is not for you, and that's okay. If you want a more personalized reading, you know how to get at me. Just book it. Book at the site, sherelletarot.setmore.com, and you can book if you want a personalized reading. Today, don't forget that I am doing the cards, the cardology readings and reports. So if you would like one, today is the only time that it's going to be $25. Because like I said, it's a long, detailed report. Today will be the only day that you will be able to get it for $25. After that, it's over. Unless you're in the coven. Y'all know that, though. People in the coven. So let me go ahead and get it started. So the first card that I picked for you guys, if you chose the first card, you have the Ace of Cups. This is a good card. I love the Ace of Cups because the Ace of Cups talks about new beginnings. Cups card, like I was telling you guys, the Cups card, this is about water signs. So Capricorn, Pisces, and Scorpio. This card probably would resonate with you if you chose the number 1 card. So this is about new beginnings. This is about new relationship. This is about new feelings, new happiness, positive energy, but it's new. So even if it's something that you're doing that's new, that's not new. So for an example, like if you're in a relationship right now and you've been in the relationship but you pull this card, there's going to be a renewal in your relationship. It might be because you got this live today, or you was looking at this live and you're going to go in there and you're going to tell that nigga what's up, and he's going to be like, oh, all right, let me stop playing because I don't want to lose you. So if you pick the first card, that's what this card is talking about. It's about feelings. It's about feeling good. This card is also a very big indicator for fertility. So fertility, somebody who picked this card, be careful if you don't want any babies right now. Because this card is a card of feeling good and positivity and love and stuff like that. So if you pick this card right here, it's a possibility that you could be having a baby on the way, or like I said, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of feeling good and romance and things like that, and so you can get knocked up. So make sure that you are strapping it up, wrapping it up, pulling it out, whatever you gotta do, so that way you don't get pregnant if you don't want no babies. Okay, there's some good news that's going to be coming your way. It's a good feel-good news. Like, so it could be a new job. It could be that you're getting approved on a house, approved on a loan, approved for a car, something like that. This is a card of approvals and, like I said, positive energy and things like that. This is good things coming to you financially to make your feelings feel good. All right. If you're having any sickness or illness, this card is this is a welcome card because this is telling you that you're going to be feeling better soon. You're going to be getting better. You're going to be feeling better. So this is a good thing. Like I said, if you're trying to have a baby, today's the day to do it, girl. Or guy. If you're trying to get her pregnant, knock her up. Today. Today is the day, but don't knock her up and walk away from her. Take care of your baby. Take care of your family. All right. Those of you who picked this card, if you've been working on your spiritual practices, so if you've been practicing tarot, if you've been practicing divination, if you've been practicing using pendulums or things like that, you'll see that your abilities will start to increase. You'll see that your abilities will start to increase. Your abilities will start to, incline, and that's a wonderful thing. You'll start to see that. Pay attention. You guys who picked this card, 1111, 222, 1234. Things like that, that's spirit. And this is how you see it. You look at the clock, 3:33, 5:55. You start to see your birthday over and over again, your kid's birthday over and over again. That's spirit talking to you. That's confirmation. So these things will be happening to you. So if you chose the first card, this is the Ace of Cups. You have new beginnings, new starts, brand new things coming to you. Brand new things coming.
Word to my mother, son.
Word to my mother, son. Alright, so for those of you who chose the second card, I got this one in reverse. Alright, I got this one in reverse. This is the Ace of Swords. And so when this is in reverse, this is about a lack of ideas. You're feeling stuck. There's a block here. There's a block. You're not feeling really creative. This also can talk about a lot of arguments. You may be arguing with someone often. There's a lot of arguments and things like that. And it's okay to have arguments, but it's not okay for disrespect. So if you're feeling disrespected, you may have a lack of creativity, a lack of motivation, a lack of will because you're being abused. Cut them off. Cut them off. When I'm telling you guys to cut people off, I'm telling you to cut people off. I'm not saying that you're not going to miss them. Alright? I have cut people off. I have cut a man off and missed him terribly. I have looked at my phone and wanted to call him and said, hell no. Because nothing good is going to come from this phone call. You're human. You're human. And so you're allowed to miss people. You're allowed to have feelings of inadequacy. You're allowed to not feel. You're allowed to feel like, that you're missing something. That's human. And your feelings are always valid. But where the feelings get you fucked up is that you're not logically thinking about your feelings and doing things logically after that. Like if you're mad, it's okay for you to be mad. And it's okay for you to retreat and say, you know what, I don't feel like talking to people today. I'm going in my room. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm mad today. But it's not okay for you to be mad and just walk in the store and just start smacking motherfuckers when you walk in the store. You get what I'm saying? You have to know what to do with your emotions. Your emotions are definitely valid, but you have to know what to do with them after you feel this way. You got to know what you got to do with them, okay? This could also talk about some memory loss and like mental clarity. Not having any mental clarity. Jumbled. Anytime that you have a block or you're not having a mental clarity, sometimes you have a block or sometimes you can have too many thoughts. You could have too many thoughts. Anytime that you have too many thoughts, the best thing to do is get them on paper. Get those thoughts out your mind and get them on paper. Because when you start to write things down, what is it called? If you've been following me, you already know where I'm going with this. What is it called when you put letters together to form a word? You're doing what? Spelling. You're spelling. So anytime that you're writing, you're casting spells. So get that stuff out of your head and get it down on paper and figure out what you want to do next. Figure out what you want to do next. And then I want you to also think about, it's a prayer, and I've been talking to Sharice about it. Sharice, we talk about it. The serenity prayer. Give me the strength to accept the shit that I can't change. If you can't change it, accept it. It is what it is. And give me the courage to change the things that I can change. So the things that you can change, you want to go ahead and you want to change those. Change it. And give me the knowledge to know the difference. Give me the knowledge to know the difference. Okay? And so get that stuff down on paper. And the things that you can change, get a game plan. Write you a spell. You know what a spell is? Writing down in your planner that you are going to go to search for a job tomorrow. That's casting a spell. Writing down in your planner when you're going to pay your bills. That is declaration. I am going to pay my rent by the 5th. That is declaration. That's what a contract is. That's spells. Binding. You understand that? Binding. That's why I tell everybody, anybody who's in the, first of all, when you join the coven, the first thing you have to do is buy a journal and a planner. I don't play that shit. When you join the coven, that's what you have to do. You have to get a journal and you have to get a planner. Because that's life. Right? And that's what we're about, getting to our higher self. So writing things down is how you bind yourself to things. Right? So I need you guys to get that stuff down on paper so we can get rid of this mental, this thing that we got going on where you're not clear about things. Okay? Where you're not clear about things. Alright? Now, this card is also about miscommunication. Not being able to communicate with the other person. Right? Not being able to communicate with people. So we know that communication is off anyway because we're in Mercury retrograde. Mercury controls Gemini, which also controls communication. And so Mercury is in retrograde. Hey, baby. So Mercury is in retrograde right now. So a lot of us, our communication is off. Especially those of us who are not prepared, who was not prepared for Mercury retrograde. First of all, this Mercury retrograde, honey. This Mercury retrograde was something else. And that's why I didn't do any spirit work. I didn't do any abundance work. I didn't do any of that. I never do work during a retrograde anyway. Never. because it ain't going to do nothing but backfire. I never do spirit work. And so, for those of you who have asked me to do spell work and stuff, I'm sorry, guys. I told you, no, I really didn't go into detail, but I just said, no, I'm not doing work at this time. That's why. I don't do spirit work during retrograde. Now, people will tell you that it's okay, and I don't judge anybody who does whatever they do in their spiritual practices. Live your best life. I don't, it's on you. But like I said, I'm about spirit, but I'm also about science. You can't deny energy. And the energy is retro. What does retro mean? Backwards. So anything you do around this time, more than likely, is going to backfire. Not all the time, but. So, yes. So, you may find yourself making the wrong decision or whatever. During retrograde, too, you might find yourself making the wrong decision. There are going to be a lot of people that may be popping back up in your life. People that you haven't talked to. People that you haven't dealt with. People that you hadn't seen in a long time. They're going to pop back in your life, right? And if it's somebody that you got rid of because they weren't giving you the energy that you needed, they weren't reciprocating with you back and forth. If that is the case and those people are coming back, that's fine. I wouldn't make anything definite. I wouldn't get back with nobody. I wouldn't befriend anybody. I wouldn't patch anything. I wouldn't do anything until after the 22nd. If those people are still in your life after the 22nd, then it's a go. If those people are not in your life after the 22nd, if those people are not there in the 20th, if the people are not there during the 22nd, after the 22nd, then they just came during retrograde to fuck some shit up. Or if after the 22nd y'all ain't seeing eye to eye no more, like y'all done smashed now. Y'all done smashed during Mercury retrograde. You ain't seen them since February. You ain't seen her since February. Y'all meet up. Y'all done smashed. You like, oh God, I hate I even left this person. Blah, blah, blah. And then after the 22nd, y'all ain't on the same page no more. That was just them coming in for retrograde to fuck your shit up. Cut them off. Cut them off. So you probably have got a whole lot of, hey, big head. What's up, big head? Inboxes. Cut them off. All right. The Ace of Swords also tells you, basically, Mercury retrograde. Don't sign any contracts or anything like this. Don't sign any contracts. Don't. Right now, if you chose the second card, don't do anything, like I said, binding yourself to anything. Don't sign no contracts. Don't do nothing. Even if you got stuff in place, tell people, I'm going to wait until the 22nd. Anything that you want to start it on the 22nd. You can make preparations and you can prepare to do things, but don't actually start anything like new until the 22nd, okay? When Mercury goes back direct. And when it goes back direct, I want to say the full moon that's coming up is in Gemini. So anything that, any miscommunications or anything that you have been having or things that have been going on at this point in time, it's in Gemini. Yeah, so anything that, any type of miscommunication or anything that you had going on that you need to talk about or whatever, it's going to be able to come full circle. Because I think, like I said, I think the full moon is in Gemini. And it's going to be after the 22nd. I want to say it's the 26th. I'm not too sure. I'll be figuring it out today because we're going to be doing some new shit in the coven. But anyway, I can't wait till retrograde is over. Alright. And so, that's for the second card. The second card is just being mindful. I want you guys to get organized and get your stuff together. Get yourself together. And y'all probably going to be going through this until the 22nd. Alright. Alrighty. And then the third card. I like this card right here. This big boss dog card. This is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. So for anybody who is earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this kind of represents you guys. And y'all know, especially a Capricorn, they love some damn money. They love money. They know how to get money. Tauruses, they love luxury stuff. If you know a Taurus, you know they like luxury stuff. And they love good food. If you know a Taurus, they eat good. And if you know a Virgo, they know how to save their money. Most of the time, a Virgo got a big bank account. If you know a Virgo, they got a big bank account and they know how to come across the money. Earth signs always could come. They always on to come up. They always on to come up. If you're looking for a man, I ain't gonna say all y'all. I'm gonna say if you're a water sign or an earth sign and you're looking for a man that has money, Get you an earth sign. Get you an earth sign. Earth sign men are very dependable. They're not too emotional though. So if you're somebody who loves hugs and kisses and shit like that, I ain't saying that they don't, but I'm saying they don't show love that way. Virgos, Tauruses, and Capricorns, they show love by being dependable. They're there. If you need them, they're there. They take care of the kids. They, you know what I'm saying? They're there. They making sure stuff's straight. They making sure you okay. That's how they show love. So anyway, the King of Pentacles is about bettering oneself and hard work paying off. So things are going to be coming to you soon for the things that you worked on. Yes, there go my brother. He's a Taurus. Yep. And I got 2 Taurus brothers, and I got a Capricorn brother, and all my boys are Capricorns. So hopefully they all gonna take care of me in my old age. But this is talking about bettering oneself. It's about hard work paying off. This is about reaching your goals. This is about reaching your goals, seeing things through to the end. You're going to be completing some things if you chose the 3rd card. This is also about reaching a high social status. So you may be leveling up in some way. You may be getting a promotion or something like that. You're leveling up. That's what this card is talking about. All right. Like I said, this card can represent somebody that's in your life, a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And this doesn't also have to be the sun sign. This could also be the moon sign that you're dealing with. And so this is somebody who is stubborn, but he's very faithful and he's a protector. He's a great father and a good man. All right. He provides stability and security, but he can be kind of blunt. And like I said, sometimes he doesn't come off. He doesn't give you that lovey-dovey thing. He ain't with that. He not finna take care of your emotions. He gonna make sure you ate today. He gonna make sure you ate today. All right. Now, if you're in a relationship, this indicates that you've reached a very, very secure place in your relationship right now. And you guys are going to go the distance. All right? If you're single right now, that you're ready for a stable, committed relationship. You're ready. You may have been wondering, am I ready? Am I really ready to give somebody all of me? Am I really ready to, get into it with them? Am I really, at a space where I feel like that I can provide, a loving, mutual, reciprocating relationship? You are. And you're probably going to meet somebody with these qualities, okay? And they're going to match you in maturity. Sometimes you could be with somebody who's a good person, but they just immature as fuck. I don't like no immature man. I like younger men, but I don't like immature people. Oof. I don't like that. This is also good if you are in business in terms of money. If you're good in business right now, this is about building a business empire. You are going to be thriving in work matters. So like I said, you may be leveling up in some way at work. You may be leveling up. You may be getting a promotion, getting a different job, moving into your career fields, in your career path, things like that. This is also about hard work paying off. So you're probably going to be getting recognized. If you pick this 3rd card, you may be being recognized for something that you've been doing. Like I said, a lot of your hard work is going to be paying off. Money is going to be easy for you. It's going to be coming to you, and it's going to be easy for you. And you're going to be able to afford to be generous to the people that are around you. If you have this card. All right? If you have this card. So this is about material. So material, this is not really about feelings. This is about material. So if you pick this, your material life should be good. Money, houses, jobs, things like that, of the earthly things. Earth sign. Earthly things. So if you chose this card, things should be looking up for you this week. It should be a good week for you. Alright? And so those were the 3 cards that I had for today. I had the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Those were the cards for today. Alright, and so like I said, if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not for you, and that's okay. If you want a more personalized reading, you know how to get in contact with me. You can go to my website, SherelleTarot.com. You can hit me up on Facebook. I'm on here more often than not. And also, like I said, you can book with me. Make sure that, like I said, if you have anything extra and you feel like donating and giving away charity, make sure that you donate to my brother's GoFundMe. And I'm going to post it on my cover story today and change my profile picture, and give another update. I'm going to give a visual update of my brother today. All right. So I want to thank everybody for rocking with me. I'm going to get back into Super Spirit Soul Sunday. So next week we'll be doing this again. And I'll have a message for you guys next week. Something that, I planned on and researched and looked up. Today I just let Spirit talk today. And I see that I've been rambling because I've been on here for a long time. So I'm going in there with my niece. I got my niece for today. And hopefully Joanne put something on the grill. I love you more, Nene. I love you more. So I love all you guys, and I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful, positive, and productive week.